Welcome to Psych Square. This is a place we discuss issues pertaining to mental health. Stress. We all feel stress every day. Stress is all over the place. We are human beings. The question is, how does this stress impact on our brain? My name is Arinze, a psychiatric nurse practitioner. I have been in this space for over a decade. As I said before, the topic today is about stress and how the stress impact on our brain. And I will be giving 5 actionable stuff we need to implement in helping us to decrease our stressors. Stress is not always bad. Stress is our built-in alarm system that helps us to navigate what is happening. When our brain senses danger, the amygdala releases cortisol or adrenaline. In that action, it is a fight or flight action. So that is how our body regulates those moments at that time. So that cortisol is being released, adrenaline being released to help us in a fight or fight situation to handle things. But what is happening now on a daily basis, our stress level is becoming more chronic in nature based on our family stressors, based on our work stressors, based on our environmental stressors, based on our financial stressors. Everything is happening day in, day out, and our body is responding. This is more of chronic stressors, and with these chronic stressors happening day in, day out, our brain function is having difficulty to handle that. Chronic stress impact on our brain function. It kind of prevents it from not functioning in the capacity that our brain is meant to function. When we feel stress, our hippocampus, which is the part of the brain that helps us in memory, seems to shrink because of chronic stressors. This is the part of the brain that helps us to retain information. This is our memory. Sometimes it becomes hard to little things that we used to do, even like forgetting our keys, because the stress level is high. Even our prefrontal cortex, where we have our executive function of the brain, also being impacted when we have these chronic stressors happening all the time. Because when our executive function is impacted, decision level, it makes it very hard for us to take decisions because the stress level is so high. It's impacting on our executive function. We can't make decisions easily. So it becomes so tough to make easy decisions. Even our amygdala that releases the cortisol and adrenaline, with these chronic or constant stressors, becomes so reactive, makes you feel tense at times with things, with the environment, with things that you always do. When our brain is under constant stress, it doesn't only impact on our thought, it also impacts on our overall well-being. And we do notice when we feel this constant stress, we may find trouble sleeping, which is number one thing that happens. Find it very hard to go to bed because the brain is racing thought, intrusive thought, overthinking, and rumination. Also increase appetite. We tend to eat more to compensate for the stress that is going on. This is what we see when we are overstressed. We also tend to see headache. Our headache increases. When we find ourselves in this chronic, constant stress, because our body is kind of a little bit tense, and we tend to see headache happen. We also see decrease in our immune system because of our stress. Also, we tend to see mental health issues increases when we feel stress, especially during depression and anxiety. When we feel stress, constantly going through stress all the time, we increase our depressive mood. It will increase our anxiety issues. The good news is that our brain and our body are resilient. They are able to handle all these stressors that is happening. However, we do need to train ourselves, train our body, train ourselves to decrease down the stressors that is happening every day. Here are 5 actionable things that we need to implement to help us in decreasing down our stress level. 1, exercise. Exercise is very important in our body. It helps us in a physical well-being and also improve our mental health well-being. We can go to gym. We can do that in our house. Cardio exercise in our house. Even if it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, it's very important. Even if walking exercise 1 mile or half a mile every day or every other day, whatever works for you, it's very important to implement that in our schedule. It helps us to handle stress. 2, sleep. We need to prioritize sleep. Sleep is very important. When we go to bed, our body kind of relaxes, kind of shut up, our body kind of relaxes. When we wake up, our body feels good. Everything feels good because when we're sleeping, our brain rests, all these neurons feel good with it. So when we sleep is very important. So we need to encourage to have 7, 8, 9 hours of sleep. It's very important to incorporate that. 3rd, we need to incorporate a deep breathing exercise. You don't need anybody, you don't need anything to incorporate a deep breathing exercise. You can do that even at your work. You can do that at home. Anywhere you are, you can always deep breathing. You can also inhale in one nose and exhale in the other nose. You can do that multiple times. You can take a deep breath. So all these are ways to kind of relax the body to handle the stress that you are dealing with at that point in time. So it's very important to incorporate daily exercises, deep breathing exercises in whatever we do. The fourth one is connecting with people. It's very important to connect with people. It might be our therapists, it might be friends. We need to connect with people. Talking with people, helping you, telling them the stress, what we're going through may help us, to help us. We can be able to, our fellow human being, to help us feel good. So when we are in the context of all those stress happening, we should be able to communicate. We should be able to participate. We can participate in a group, even going to church, even group activities happening in your community. You can participate in those. It's going to help you to decrease that stress. Finally, but not the least, is meditation. We need to incorporate meditation in our daily life. Whatever we do, we need to incorporate it. Mindfulness is very good. You need to incorporate that. You can do that in the morning, or you can do that in the evening, or in the afternoon, whatever time that works best for you. Utilizing that will kind of help you to decrease down the stress level that you're having. If you find this video helpful, please give us a thumb up. If any of your friends may benefit from the video, please share it out to them. Above all, subscribe below so that you can get more videos from us. Until then, take care of your mental health issues.